Hi, my name is Henrique Lousada, and I'm going to show you my proposal for the final activity of our release engineering subject, a CI pipeline for machine learning workflows. Talking a little bit about the company I've chosen for this activity, it is a big HR tech which has 354 employees. Its business revolves around this all-in-one HR software, which carries advanced algorithms such as the profiler, an exclusive behavioral mapping based on seven different methodologies. It has multiple IT squads, one for each product, and it has a data science lab too, which I'm part of, and is responsible for researching and developing HR-themed machine learning solutions. This laboratory will be the focus for our work. Nowadays, the company's development process consists of first assigning tasks from their GitHub issues listing, then proposing implementation through pull requests, which are reviewed by at least one of the other members of the team. Once it is approved, then the author merges the pull request into the master branch, and all the team is notified through Discord webhooks. Since all of this process is guided by a Scrum methodology, once every day the team gets together and eventually decides whether if the infrastructure guy has to deploy the last merged changes or not. As far as we could see, there are no automatic mechanisms to validate changes before it reaches the master branch. What I propose to improve this workflow is to build a CI pipeline between the PR approval and its merging, which sums up to the code review to grant high quality implementations. The steps for this work are the following. First, we have to define the automation platform to be used. The solution must be cheap, simple to use, and serve its purpose well. Then, I have to design a pipeline with two layers, one for executing tests in order to check the code's style. To make the test layer work, I too have to write tests for different components of the code. If any of the checks fails, the pull request must not be able to be merged into the master branch. Moving on to the results, I've looked for many solutions of automation and ended up having to decide between the three best for our scenario. The first is Jenkins, which demands a personal server to run on, is easy to implement, and covers a sufficient amount of technologies. Then we have GitHub Actions, which is by far the easiest to implement and provides a free tier for small teams and runs on dedicated servers. And Drone.io, which also demands a personal server to run on. It's super robust, but it's kinda hard to implement. Thus, GitHub Actions was my choice to start a simple CI pipeline for the laboratory. To write the automated tests, I use the team's framework repository. So every new project will already have template tests implemented. The code architecture was made using domain-driven design fundamentals, so unit tests for repositories and services were written, as well as tests for machine learning functions. The pipeline is an adaptation of a Python's Anaconda template workflow from GitHub Actions. It consists of setting up the job, setting up Python, adding Anaconda to the system's path, installing dependencies, linting, testing, and cleaning up. Anaconda is a data science package for Python. So opening a pull request to test the pipeline shows us that the CI pipeline works pretty fine. On the left image, despite the conflict with the master branch, it also fails the first step of the CI pipeline and thus cannot be merged. On the right image, after conflicts are resolved and another commit is force pushed, the pipeline passes and allows the user to merge it into the master branch. Collecting feedback for this context is quite hard, mainly because of the size of the team and the frequency of the use of the tool. As I've could have seen, the team responded well to the new process, caring more about the writing of the tests and relying on the CI pipeline to check simple stuff across the code. which brings more speed to the code review task and thus making it a lighter part of a data science day. Thank you.